Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for coming back if you're returning. Believe me, this hair growth oil recipe is not going to fail you at all. It has been working for me, and I believe that it's also going to work for you if you decide to try it. Let's get into the making of the oil. The first ingredient you need for this recipe is fenugreek. Fenugreek regenerates hair follicles and promotes hair elasticity. It is rich in iron and protein, and these are essential elements or nutrients for healthy hair. The next ingredient you need for this recipe is cloves. I am sure you have no doubts about the effects of cloves when it comes to hair growth. But if you're worried that cloves might break your hair, then I advise you use a very tiny amount of it, or you can totally keep this out of the recipe. Our next ingredient is rosemary leaves. Rosemary is great for hair growth as it helps in increasing blood circulation to the scalp, amongst other benefits. The last but not the least ingredient for this recipe is flax seeds. I decided to include flax seeds in this recipe because, amongst other benefits, they have moisturizing properties which can counter the drying effects of cloves. Because fenugreek seeds and cloves are the hardest to crush, measure a tablespoon of each and put in your dry mills, then proceed to grind them. After crushing them, you can then add a tablespoon of flax seeds and also a tablespoon of your dry rosemary leaves and grind all the ingredients together. Crushing these ingredients will increase the surface area for proper infusion into an oil. Next, transfer your powdered ingredients into a container that has a lid. Next, add an oil. I added about 150 milliliters of olive oil. You can make use of olive oil, almond oil, or any available or preferred oils. Mix well, cover the container and set aside for 5 days. Give the oil a shake from time to time during these 5 days. 5 days later, we are sure that the herbs and the seeds have properly infused into the oil, and the oil is already so potent. So the next thing to do is to transfer everything into a pan or a heat-resistant container. In order to increase the potency of the oil, heat this up in a double boiler under low heat for 5 minutes. I don't recommend going more than 5 minutes since the oil is already very potent. Let your oil cool down, then go ahead and use a fine material to strain it. I made use of a wig cap and I did not use my fingers to squeeze the oil. I just put the oil through and I let it strain on its own. I was trying to avoid getting particles across into the oil. So of course it took quite some time for the oil to sieve through. And after being so careful, guess what? Tiny grains still traveled through. Yeah, they did. I think a t-shirt would work better. And because I still had to clean my oil, I made use of a piece of cotton fiber when I was transferring the oil into a storage container. This cleansing process also took quite a lot of time, but it was worth it. These particles can cause unnecessary buildup on the scalp and hair, which is not good for the hair at all. So guys, I went ahead and added a few drops of peppermint essential oil and of lavender essential oil. And this stage is completely optional. You can use this oil in many ways to grow your hair. I will be sharing with you some of the ways which I've been using the oil to help my hair to grow. First, I like to use this oil to make sure that my hair stays moisturized and that my scalp is comfortable under a wig. What I do is I just put some water or any hair growth leave-in spray. I spray it on my hair and then I use the oil to seal that moisture. Then if I am to step out, I just put on my wig and I'm good to go, knowing that my scalp is healthy and that my hair is growing. I also use this oil to massage my scalp and to coat my hair with it. That is especially on wash days or prior to wash days. If I'm doing it on wash days, I do it two hours before wash time, or I use it as an overnight hair growth treatment, then I wash my hair the next day. After washing my hair and applying a leave-in conditioner, I also use this oil to seal in moisture and to prep my hair for a protective style. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.